Hi and welcome to another Views from the Veranda. So this week I was going to share the veranda with Michael Green from our agency, but at the last minute he was called away to meet up with a lovely couple who are looking to sell their property in Veranda, so I certainly wasn't going to stop him. So up until now, I guess we've been bombarding you with a lot of stats and numbers in regard to these views from the verandas, but I thought today I'd explore with you the pros and cons of selling off-market. That is where you put your property with an agent and he uses his database only to sell the property, as distinct from putting together an advertising campaign and promoting it to the broader market itself. So in terms of actually the upside of selling off market, obviously if you're happy to achieve a price when it's not on the market, able to sell quickly and discreetly, then yeah, it's a great way to go. What you're doing in a case of an off-market campaign is where you're relying on the agent you've engaged with to utilise their database of buyers who've either looked at similar properties or are in the market looking at the moment. Oftentimes those properties will have been advertised, so they're introducing a buyer to your property in a private situation. So you do save money, so the upside is obviously you're not spending on the advertising campaign, and in that case you normally do get offers, but whether they're the best offer and whether you've got the best buyer through the property at that particular time, you never really know, which leads me into the downside of selling off market. The biggest risk you have is you actually end up selling at a price lower than what you could have achieved if you'd advertised it. Obviously with an advertising campaign you're exposing your property to the broadest amount of people that you possibly can do, and it's from that point of view, if you're selling off market you're only using a fairly small pool, I would say probably qualified buyers if you're using a good agent, and they're utilising the relationship they have with their buyers. The other situation is that by, I guess, giving an agent the opportunity to run a full campaign, you're giving them every opportunity to achieve the best possible outcome for you. Also, when selling off market, you can't really do an auction, so you lose some of the hype and competitive bidding that an auction does provide, as well as an end date, which is the auction date as well, which is obviously sometimes an advantage. So, as I said, there are pros and cons, although one of the things I always say about real estate is you can't sell a secret. So you've probably guessed my views on selling off market. In your own situation, obviously if you want to sell discreetly, privately, then yes, it is definitely a great way to go. But then again, if you want to minimise the risk and have the guarantee of achieving the best possible price, then selling on market with a campaign is the right way. So again, you can save thousands of dollars on advertising, but on the downside you can lose tens of thousands of dollars in your final sale price. So they're my views. Obviously if you need advice or information or just want to have a chat about your own property or your own situation or the market, please contact us, message us. I'll be out here on the veranda. Maybe next week I'll be here with Michael. But until then, take care and look after each other. Thanks.